Welcome to today's episode, which will focus in detail on the installation of smart lighting using IQRF wireless technology.
That's the robust mesh network, right? It is widely used for controlling and collecting data from various IoT devices.
Yes, and not only in the Czech Republic.
It's interesting to see how companies approach this. Some integrate it directly into their controllers, while others rely on ready-made solutions.
And some even develop their own applications.
But the basic principles of how to build the network are actually similar.
What are the main methods? What if I need to quickly deploy a lot of lights at once, for example?
Well, for such mass deployment, a feature called AutoNetwork is often used. The lights are placed in their final location, and then the AutoNetwork process is started from the central point, from the gateway. During this process, all devices in the vicinity are searched for, connected to the network. The topology is examined and optimized for subsequent communication.
That sounds pretty simple. Is there anything to watch out for?
All new devices must have the same access password as the gateway. Otherwise, they simply won't connect. This can be solved in various ways. Either they have a factory-set password that can be changed later, or the password is transferred to the device securely and contactlessly via NFC when the device is being prepared for connection to the network.
I see. What if I need to add lights gradually, one by one, for example?
We can add devices using their unique code, the so-called IQRF Smart Connect Code. This can be present on the device in the form of a QR code, for example. The administrator simply scans the code with a mobile phone. The lights can then be added centrally from the gateway based on knowledge of the device code.
And what about the password? Does that need to be addressed here?
And that's what's so practical about this approach. The device does not need to have the same access password as the gateway.
That sounds like a big advantage, especially when it's not possible or difficult to prepare the device in advance. Is there any other way to add a device to the system?
Another method is to use a button. This is a local action. We press the appropriate button directly on the light fixture or use a magnet, depending on the device, to activate the process of connecting to the network. At that time, the administrator must prepare the network to accept new devices. The light is added to the network. Administrator sticks a label on it, can immediately write down where it should go, and then the installation team place lights according to the plan.
And what about passwords here?
The device must have the same access password as the gateway in order to connect. So here, too, the passwords need to be dealt with in advance.
Okay. And once the lights are added to the network, what happens next?
Once they are in place, administrator starts the discovery process from the gateway to discover topology and optimize it. It is tested which lights can see each other directly and which must communicate through another light, and the best paths for data are set. The goal is to make communication fast and reliable, while also creating backup paths in case a connection fails. This process of discovering and optimizing the topology is triggered after adding a device using the button, as well as after adding it using the IQRF Smart Connect Code. The AutoNetwork process already includes this process.
So, to summarize, we have a fast, automatic AutoNetwork process for larger numbers of lights, but we have to take care of the passwords in advance. Then there is a flexible method with QR codes containing device identification, which simplifies our work with passwords at the beginning. And finally, there is the button method, where the passwords also have to match, and we have to go there physically, but we can map it in detail.
Companies can choose what suits them best according to the project, depending on their background and options. The emphasis is not only on the function, but also on basic security right from the start. Companies then either handle the control software themselves or use one of their partners who deal with this professionally.
That concludes our discussion of the main approaches to deploying these smart lighting networks. Thank you for your attention, and stay tuned for our next podcasts.